Hi HOP teachers, this is Tectosa Rob, and in this video we're going to go over how to use question banks for the classic quizzes. So let's go ahead and start our classic quiz, and I'm just going to call this classic quiz bank. Okay, after we've named our quiz, we can put in all the specifics of dates and all the times and all the points, and I'm just going to hit save. Okay, then I'm going to go back to edit. Okay, so now if this is your first time using this, we're going to make a bank and we're going to add some questions in there. So let's go ahead and go to questions, and we're going to go to find questions and view course question banks. Okay, from here we can add in a question bank, and I'm going to call this test classic banks. Enter. Okay, so now that we have this, I'm going to click on it, and now we can start adding questions in here. So I'm going to add a question, and let's just make this one a true or false. And then I'm going to put the question in here. Today is Friday. And the answer is true. If I wanted to add more, I could, but I'm going to update this question. And there's my question. Okay, I have the option to move or copy to another bank, but let's just keep on adding in questions. Okay, let's do fill in the blank. And my question is, roses are, and then blank. And the answer is going to be red, or maybe lowercase red. Oh, just misspelled that one. And those are the right choices that they have, otherwise it's wrong. And I'm going to update this question. And there we go. Okay, so you can keep on putting in all your questions. And maybe I should have named my questions a little bit better. So let's go ahead and edit that. And maybe I'll call this one the section, like 1.2, and then true or false. And when I'm done with that, I can update the question. And I want to do this one too. And for these, maybe I want to call this is going to be chapter 1.2, fill in the blank. Or however you want to name these. And we're going to update. Okay, so let's say I have all my questions, and I want to bring them in. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind is that you can create different banks from different sections. So maybe you want to arrange all your question banks by standard, or maybe you want to do it by chapter. It's up to you, but as long as there's some organization there, it'll make things a lot easier for you, especially when we start to look at the reports. You can kind of tell which students, oh, they're having trouble on this section, this 1.1, so then you know that they probably need more help with that. But once you're ready to start pulling in your questions, let's go back to your quiz, and let's click on questions. And we can either add in questions individually, or we can do a new question group. So I'm going to select new question group, and then so here this is going to create like a section of your quiz. So maybe the first 3 questions you want to pull from chapter 1.1, so I would call this chapter 1.1 section. And then I want to pick maybe 3 questions from that question bank and make it one per question. And so we're going to link this now to the question bank that we want. So I'm going to click on that. I want to pull it from my question bank, which is also 1.1, and select the bank. And now I have questions will be pulled from bank question 1. So, and then once you're done with that, hit the create group, and there you go, you're all set. So now let's say we wanted to have the next 3 questions of our quiz be pulled from chapter 1.2. So now we're going to go back to question group, and we'll call this chapter 1.2 questions. And I wanted to pick 3 questions and then give every question 1 point. I want to link to a question group, so maybe this one right here. This is, for example, this would be 1.2. And I'm going to select this bank. And now it's going to be linked to question bank 2. And now I hit create this group. And it's going to randomly pull 3 questions from there. Okay, so let's say you're done making your quiz. Let's go ahead and go to save and publish. And let's preview that. So let's go to preview. And it pulled 3 questions from my first section. And then it pulled 1, 2, 3 questions from my second section. And that's it. So let's go ahead and just exit out of that. Okay, so I hope this helps you to be able to create your question banks and then pull them into your quiz to easily make your quiz. If you have any other questions, please contact any of your tech tosas. We're always available to help.